Did I do that right? Alola, Pokemon trainers and kahunas of the Alola region or something. I thought I needed another excuse to wear this sweater again, so I had a great idea. I thought I've already rated Rattata, Raticate, and all the other Pokemon that have now received Alolan Forms, so why not rate the Alolan Forms? Woohoo! What a great idea. I just want to talk about the changes between the old and the new forms of the Pokemon and give them a little rating. The rating system I'm going to use today is Comfy Flowers. Why not? Am I right? Seems logical. Rating the Alolan Pokemon is gonna be a 3-episode series. I'm gonna do like 6 an episode. Yeah. Exactly 6 an episode, and my hair is gonna be weird for every single episode. Now, I'm gonna do 6. I'm gonna start today with, I think some of them were the first ones that were announced. Oh no, this may be the first one that got announced. I don't remember. It's been so long, hasn't it? I just really want to start. I want to talk about these boys, so get ready, because we're starting with Rattata. Now, have a little look at the original lame-ass Rattata form, and let's have a look at the new and improved Alolan Rattata, drawn by my art guy Foof. First of all, there's the obvious changes in appearance. It has become darker, it has a new belly shape, it has a little moustache, and its teeth became a little bit smaller. I think it's cute, honestly. I didn't want to use it at first, and then I played Sun, and I was like, this is actually really cute. Have you pet a Rattata in Pokemon Refresh yet? Because that little mouth, when you tickle its chin, it is to die for. It's to die for. I love it. I'm sure the regular Rattata also does that, but I haven't seen that yet, so... adorable. So Alolan Rattata is a dark and normal type opposed to just a normal type now, and it has just become slightly more badass. The reason Alolan Rattata came to exist is because there used to be a lot of them in the Alolan region, but then the evil and angry Yungoos came, and I feel like this is getting a little bit political. But hey, the evil Yungoos came and attacked them and were mean to the little Rattata, and they were like, you know what? I ain't gonna take that shit. I am gonna alter my habits. Rattata became nocturnal. Rattata became a dark type. They moved to the more urban areas, which is why you can mainly find them in the grass patches in the bigger, or in the cities in general, and it started eating food that was not spoiled. Now, does this say that the actual regular Rattata ate spoiled food? I don't actually know, but whatever. I think Alolan Rattata, it started out on a bad foot. I was like, what is that? That looks weird. I don't like it. But now I see his little moustache and I'm like, yeah, I can get into that. So I'm gonna rate it 3 out of 5 Comfy Flowers. Next up is our buddy Raticate. Now its Alolan form has become a little bit overweight, as you can see here. Now, as you can tell, Alolan Raticate has become a bit of a chubby boy. This is because it's eating a more high-calorie diet while it's living in the urban areas and doesn't eat any spoiled food. It's just enjoying life, mainly. It has these little chubby cheeks that you just want to pinch and just be like, ooh! Alolan Raticate also has smaller, tiny hands, and I'm not sure if that is an actual purposely chosen thing or if it's just because it is fatter and its hands look smaller. But you know, will we ever know? Its eyes have become red, kind of terrifying, and it just chills in the urban areas together with its little Rattata buddies. A funny thing about Alolan Raticate is that it uses its nests as a food stockpile, and they have become so picky when it comes to food that actual restaurants use Raticate to test all their new dishes and to seek out the right foods. And I really like that. You have a fucking Raticate taste tester. I just think it's great. 4 out of 5. Next up, we're talking about Sandshrew. This little guy, we all remember him, we all love him, but he has changed. This boy changed into this boy. Now, Sandshrew was always a ground type, native to desert areas, and it has now become a steel and ice type. The reason for this is that the desert areas in Alola are also the areas where most volcanoes are, which means it's not been a very healthy environment for Sandshrew to live in. For that reason, they moved into the icy mountains and adapted to the cold climate over there. Alolan Sandshrew is completely adorable. I'm a big fan. Its little head looks like an igloo. It looks like an igloo. It's so cute. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that is adorable. So Sandshrew has a new face. It has had a facelift. It now looks like an igloo. It has become covered in ice. It's become heavier. It's become thicker. And it's now adapted to icy surroundings, which means it has claws that make it easier for it to grip on ice. But when it wants to move fast, it slides on its belly like a goddamn penguin. 5 out of 5. Now, usually when you have a Sandshrew, your Sandshrew has to turn level 20 to evolve into Sandslash. But in the Alolan region, Sandshrew doesn't just evolve at level 22. It will need an Ice Stone to evolve into Alolan Sandslash. Now, Alolan Sandslash is really badass in my opinion. I love its design. It looks so cool. It's also a steel and ice type and is just great. Together with Sandshrew, it's exclusive to Pokemon Moon. Not sure why, it just is. Alolan Sandslash uses its new color to adapt in the snow. It will hide in the snow so you can't see it, but only its spiky quills will be sticking out of the ground, like ice rocks, which I think is really awesome. It looks dangerous though. What if you accidentally step on one of these? They will bite your foot off. They will frostbite your foot off. I will show myself out. Sandslash moves around the snow by carving a path in the snow and ice with its big ass claws, and while it does that, it sprays up this cloud of ice and snow, and photographers love that shit. They take pictures of that all the time. It's just a great 5 out of 5. Our next Alolan Pokemon that we're talking about is a lot of people's favorite Pokemon, even in the Kanto region, is Vulpix. Now, its Alolan form has gotten more sassy and icy. Vulpix is now an ice type in the Alolan region, and it looks really cute. It has become a snowy little snow fox, and there's something I like. Its little snow fox is. Now, it moved to the mountainy areas, the snowy mountainy areas of Alola to avoid humans in the Alolan region and other Pokemon, because it is a pretty shy guy and Alola isn't that big. It's hard to hide from others. So it moved to the snowy mountaintops and became an ice boy. Alolan Vulpix has more curly hair, it looks whiter, it has these big blue eyes that will make you love it forever. And it is simply the best. No, it's cute. I'm still playing Pokemon Sun. I haven't owned one yet. Haven't had one in my team, but I'm excited to catch my first one. I only wish they were a little bit earlier in the game because it would be fun to like bond with it during your playthrough, but you know, it's fine. So, Vulpix can breathe air that is minus 50 degrees Celsius and freeze anything it blows its breath at. Alolan Vulpix doesn't do well in warmer areas, but it can use its tail to cool down the area around it to make it more suitable for itself. Fun thing about Vulpix is that in Alolan culture it used to be called Keo, and Keo is Hawaiian for white, glistening, pretty much snow, and I think that's really awesome. 5 out of 5. Regular Vulpix evolves into Ninetales if you use a Firestone on it, but in the Alolan region, our Icy Boy evolves if you use an Ice Stone, and it becomes the most glorious of all Alolan Ninetales. Now, Alolan Ninetales is a fairy and ice type. It is majestic looking. I love the way Alolan Ninetales looks. It's more flowy, more curly. Its eyes have become this amazing blue that Vulpix's eyes also are, and Such a beautiful creature. I already love the Kanto form, but holy crap, the Alolan form is miles beyond that. Alolan Ninetales is a very gentle Pokemon, and it will aid anyone who needs help in the mountains, but don't, like, go near its territory because it will fuck you up. Alolan Ninetales can create these icy balls from its fur, and it can shoot those like bullets, and they will hurt you. Ninetales lives in a snowy area in Alola on a mountain peak that is actually a holy ground for the people of Alola. And I think it gives Ninetales a little bit of a special meaning. I'm gonna give Alolan Ninetales a 5 out of 5 too. Yo! That was it for the first episode in my Alolan Forms series. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy making these because Pokemon. Please keep your eyes peeled for the next episode. It's gonna be weekly or every other week, I'm not sure yet, but because of Christmas there won't be one next week. We'll see what happens. It's only 3 episodes. I think you can wait. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. It's not what I wanted to say, but it made sense. You'll be seeing me again soon on the interwebs. Alola.